I'm Night City, and you're watching the Portland Pig. I'm here tonight to spin a set with my buddy Benny Rocks. He's one half of American Girls. They're pretty big out here, and it's going to be a good night. I had a residency out at Oregon State. It was every weekend, a couple nights. You know, we do like VIP parties and do electro and house
Impulse, right?
At Impulse,
okay.
and we would we'd be there every week, just throwing these little parties, and it started to get big. It started kind of small, and then within a couple of weeks, we were just packing the room and doing crazy things. And it's awesome. The scenes are very different out there and here, but they're both great in their own ways.
Yeah. So where'd you start out? I mean, how did you get into EDM?
When I was 14 or 15, my parents bought me a pair of turntables because it was something I was really interested in.
It's a great Christmas gift.
Oh yeah, and they didn't believe that I was going to be into it. But prior to that, around like the age of 12 or 13, I'd been picking up compilation albums, listening to like house music, a lot of European stuff. Picked up the turntables and got really into trance, drum and bass. So I'd go out and dig through records at the shops and sample them and bring them home and mix and do all this. And it was a young start, but I'm kind of thankful for it now because it's really paid off.
Everyone has their own style of EDM, in my opinion. Like, how would you explain yours? Do you make your own tracks? Do you mix other tracks? Or
I have been actually for a long time, almost since I started DJing, working on my own music. So I have that going, and I've got a lot of things that I'm ready to release here pretty quick. But for the most part, I would describe it as I like super, super, super hard electro, but I also like to bring it back to like a little bit of a trancier and like progressive type route, because that was like my first love, were these really big synth builds and that kind of stuff. So I like to stay true to that.
I love those synth
builds.
Yeah,
classic trance, and I love to stick to that. And there's so many different like subgenres now that it's kind of tough to like, when you listen to DJs define themselves, you have all this, I do glitch tech, but it's a little bit more, there's so much music out there that you can really tailor your sound to, make it your own.
You're in Portland now, a couple months in, or a few months in actually, to the Portland EDM scene.
Absolutely.
What's that been like so far?
The biggest difference I've noticed out here is people are really, really knowledgeable about their music. So you can't get away with a sloppy set or a set with tracks that lag. And it's a little bit, the people really know what they're listening to, so it's a little bit pickier. And I think that I've kind of been fortunate to share the stage with some of the people that I have, American Girls and Hatiris and these guys. And when you're on the stage with people like that as a new guy, like, you have to step your game up. So coming into it and being thrown into
you're
this,
a new guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But coming into it with these guys, it's like I have to make sure I'm on point, and I have to make sure my sets are bangers, because if you watch these guys' sets, they're awesome.
Yeah.
They kill it every single night, and you got to be able to hang with that. So it's a really big learning experience, and I think at the end of the day, it's really improving my skills quickly.
Wondering, what is your DJ name? Like, what do you call yourself?
Night City.
Night City. Where'd that come from?
So this is going to be kind of a dorky reference.
All right.
Okay. There's a book called
I'll drink to that one. I'll drink.
This is a book called Neuromancer, and it's a cyberpunk, kind of really futuristic. If you've seen Matrix type of the futures, Blade Runner.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
And Night City was the name of a place in this futuristic world where like all of like the shady business took place, and like all of the crazy deals and the crazy clubs and like data hackers and all this. They all kind of we were all in there. So that's kind of where I got the name. Is I've always liked that kind of.
Dang, how did you know? I was planning on hacking into a bank tonight. And get some cash, but
well, you might need me. You might need Night City, man.
Exactly.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Get the right tracks down.
I got you.
I like that. I like that. It's cool. What are your plans? What's Night City's plans in Portland?
As far as it's going right now, I just want to keep doing these gigs that we have out here and keep working my way up that way. Start releasing my tracks I've been working on. I've kind of got this OCD thing where I need to make sure everything is absolutely just perfect before I ever release. A lot of guys will be like,
the artist cursed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's like, a lot of guys are like, hey, check out the sample, and mine is just like, I'm so like, oh no, don't listen yet, don't listen yet. So I want to get to the point where, I want to get to the point where I start releasing those and maybe get a couple tracks on labels and start spreading out that way.
Well, hey, Night City, thanks for sitting down with us, man.
Absolutely.
Pleasure to speak with you again. Haven't seen you in a while.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, I missed you guys.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hear some of your tracks and dance my ass off.
Let's do it.
All right,
let's do it.
You guys, thanks for watching.